Welcome to the HealthManagement.org podcast series. Today, Siemens Healthineers Executive Vice President Sourabh Pagaria will discuss if technology is the saviour for all problems in healthcare.
If you examine the role of technology within healthcare, and if you take out medical device and largely today, technology has been deployed in healthcare to digitize analog processes. So replacing the pen and paper processes into with computer, mouse, and keyboard. However, we know that the challenges we face today in delivering high quality, affordable, and timely healthcare cannot be done without using technology. Because on one hand, we have an aging population, which is also largely getting more and more chronically ill. So it requires care, and providing that care within the halls of a hospital becomes expensive day by day. The second thing, we also know that we have critical shortage of physicians, technicians, and specialists in most of the healthcare jurisdiction. So we need technology in order to expand their reach, in order to make their expertise available to larger masses there. The third point is that we also have a much more distributed population, which is requiring healthcare support. So not only in cities, but also in suburban areas and rural areas, which need to be reached with the same quality of infrastructure, which is very difficult to replicate because our healthcare budgets are constrained. So when you think of that perspective, and then you think of technological solutions like telemedicine, like remote monitoring, remote diagnosis using artificial intelligence, triaging solutions, these type of solutions, robotic procedures, these type of solutions have a huge potential to create a beneficial impact and help us manage the challenges we have. Nevertheless, I don't think technology by itself is enough, because it also requires a new way of thinking about delivering healthcare. It requires a new leadership style in government and in the healthcare systems to think about serving the patient experience, and also engaging with the patients. Where we have to think about engaging the patients not only within the perimeter of the hospital or a clinic, but all through the episode. So that's a new way of thinking, and technology is an enabler to it, but technology by itself will not do it. It requires a mindset change. Last but not the least, I think when we think of technology today, we are, as a healthcare industry, we spend out of the $7 trillion that gets spent on healthcare annually, we spend less than 1% on technologies which can make our processes efficient, effective, and much more patient-centric. So we have to also take a conscious decision to push this. Because when you think of other industries, automotive or manufacturing, take whatever industry you see, whenever they face the challenge of rising input costs, rising labor cost, or needing to expand the reach, they leverage technology much more heavily. And we see the results then. So I think we need to think about technology as an enabler, which will support expanding affordable, high quality care to large masses. But that's not enough. It requires to be supported by a mindset change, a leadership realization that technology can change the way we interact with our patients, and a willingness to invest and drive those technologies into the day-to-day clinical as well as operational workflows of the health systems.